Have you ever wondered why
Hello, welcome. Hello, can you hear me? Hi, welcome. Hello, Mocha. Hi, JJ Power. Have you had your dinner? What are you eating right now? What's for dinner? I haven't had mine. Hope it's something nice. 排骨饭. Oh, nice. I hope they have more meat than the bones. Then is the sauce nice? Hello, someone without a name join. Oh, nice, good. Okay, enjoy. Oh, wait. Hang on. How about the rest? Have you all had your dinner? The meat got no bones? Oh, nice, best. I don't like those with bones. It's quite annoying. Cause yeah, I'm too lazy to deal with the bones. Strange. How about the rest? Are you eating? Yeah. So yeah lah. Last time you know many eons ago, when they sold chicken rice, right, they actually chop it with the bones, you know, so it's very annoying. Then until one point in time, they actually had to chicken rice stores that were unique where they actually debone the chicken for you, right? They will put their boneless chicken rice. And then, wow, that was a big draw for me when they must say boneless chicken rice, because you go to the stores that they don't say boneless chicken rice, it'll be cut with the bone, so it's like very annoying to eat. Yeah. Hi, Astronovalite and Chahoji Jessica. Oh, hi, Jessica. You came before, right? You got infinite aura. What does that mean? Are you like Son Goku or something? Are you going to become like, you know, what was that? What was his power called? I cannot recall, but yeah, Super Saiyajin or something. Hi, Capybara lover. Nice to see you again. You can do your toilet stuff now, but yeah, later don't give us brain rot words, okay? You slay, yeah, very good. You slay. I slay, you slay, everybody slay. Annoying lah. How come? Yeah. I know how to pass my situational writing now. Oh, very good. Yes, you Sigma, you slay also. I told my mom I say brain rot words just now. Why? Why must you tell your mom that you say brain rot words just now? What's the point? What was that? What was what? Stigma, Sigma boy? What was what? No, you said that you know how to pass your situational writing, right? So yeah lah, you slay lah. So yeah, hope you continue to practice. Then once you get familiar with the situational writing, then yeah, you will know how to tackle all the funny patterns that they might have lah. Why all of a sudden Singapore? 6 points audience purpose sign off. I mean yeah lah, no lah. I mean you got parts of it, you didn't get everything. I mean it's like PAC, right? But we'll deal with that PAC. Then of course there is, of course, the 5 parts to writing. Cannot hear me? Really? Why? Is my mic on? It is, right? Yeah, it's on. Let me check my settings. I'm trying to... But you can hear me, right? Wait, chotomate. Can, right? Okay, can. Can please not do situational writing? I hate it so much. Unfortunately, my segment and the lessons I'm teaching are basically paper 1, right? So that's situational writing and creative writing. So I cannot be doing a compo in 1 hour. That'd be quite ridiculous, right? So the only other alternative I have is situational writing. So if you're looking for the normal English lessons, that one, the P5 one will be my colleague Arena, teacher Arena. Then the P6 one will be my other colleague, teacher Lian, right? So yeah, you can join their lessons instead. But yeah, I'm sorry. I would also like to do normal English paper 2 stuff, but here I am. I'm in charge of paper 1. So yeah, there is only situational writing here that I can do. Your math teacher is Miss Lim, or as in like your tuition math teacher or your school math teacher. Oh, okay. I mean Miss Lim is like their Lim is rather common surname, but so yeah. Who's roaring? Are you like a tiger? Are you going to be like what's her name? Katy Perry, is it? You're going to roar, is it? Then this is the time you sing the song Roar, correct? Right, hi, Vicky. Are you who I think you are? Oh, hi, you're P5, is it? Dinosaur roar. Why can't capybaras roar? But then again, they are mice, right? So they're supposed to squeak or something. You're P7, fantastic, I like. But P7 did exist, okay? This is for P6, Vicky, but basically for situation writing, it's also applicable for P5, so you're fine if you want to join, right? It's essentially the same thing, because what you learn here is also applicable in P5. It's the same thing, okay? Just that if you have not really done a few situational writing practices, maybe a bit less familiar to you. But beyond that, yeah, you as a P5, in fact, you should join. Okay? Wait, what's this? Hello, Yuki. No such thing as what? I mean, last time, you technically speaking can repeat P6. Last time there was a P7 and P8. Now they don't have P7 and P8. And last time when you repeat, right, automatically it's 2 years. You will go P7, then P8. Then P8 again, you take a PSLE. But now it's just repeat 1 year and then you just take again. But they try not to let you repeat lah. Okay? Right, so yeah, if you're horrible at situational writing, don't worry. It's always practice. The more you practice, the better you get. That's the same with most things in life. Okay. Your school get to go to Penang last year, never get to go. Not fair. Okay. The one thing I always teach my students during the first lesson of the year is always life is unfair. Life is unfair, but do something about it. Don't just whine and complain. But in this case, the school trip don't have. Well, you could write into the principal, right? Then so we learn situation writing. You could write into the principal, ask them to allow you all to go on a school trip at the end of the year lah. You know, when you're done with your PSLE or something, right? So appeal lah, say that you know you must give good reasons lah. Like you know, it is why the P5s get to go and then y'all don't get to go. Then maybe y'all can go there and learn something educational. It broadens your mind, which is, you bring back to what MOE say. Then you've got what school values. Throw in the school values. Then you go and write to your principal. Then you go and CC the rest of the vice principals and the school teachers, everyone. Then wait for them to reply lah. Then you see what they say. Okay. Who is that? Who is this? For real run 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So this year P5 get to go China. Yeah, last time the school I was in, at one point in time they actually went Japan. Then it became China. Then after MOE said had to travel nearby, so ASEAN countries. So generally, if they will go to ASEAN countries lah. So like Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, that kind one. Okay. Right. So what is my name? Oh, my name, I'm Mr. Liu, or you can call me Teacher Alvin. Mr. Liu is fine. Teacher Alvin is fine too. Okay. But yeah. Thank you for sharing the live, but I don't understand why it keeps showing up. That's like, yeah. Okay. Liu. Typically the other Liu is Liew. Okay. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so you could always write into your principal to ask the principal to, consider letting your cohort go for the trip, or maybe a select few, as in like maybe if you're willing to pay for part of the cost lah, right? So that's part of situation writing. So you can use the PAC, right? The purpose, audience, context, and the context, that the P5s get to go, but you don't get to go, and then you write in and ask lah, the time during COVID, right? So during the COVID 2020, that year, the P5s did not get to go for the NDP parade, right? Then a few years later, I think 3 or 4 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, because they are in Sec 4 now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, then they gave them like free tickets to go to NDP lah, but it wasn't compulsory. Well, I know some of them went lah. Okay, yeah. Are you my dad's ancestor or what's yeah? If I'm your dad's ancestor, I'll be quite old. Maybe that makes me a vampire Dracula. Yeah, I want to go Japan. I don't go Korea. Korea, not my cup of tea. Okay, right, yeah. So yes, enough with the bantering. Free tickets, you paying? Nani? Okay, yeah. So let's start. Okay, so today we're going to do, situation writing again. Okay, let's go to the question here, right? So let's look at this, right? So yeah, just now we talked about Japan, right? So Japanese food festival, right? So yeah, you see all these nice food and all that, but of course, generally has the pictures generally have nothing to do with our situation writing. So it's just there to, make it look nice, okay? Yeah, I also know, right? Yeah, which one you all want to eat from the list of food here? There's like gyoza here. This seems to be that tempura. There's ramen. This one I can't really tell. I think it's also ramen with char siu or something. And then I think this is your karage or something, is it? Yeah. Nice, right? Then there's cold soba, it seems. Yeah, then this is probably the soba. And this probably okonomiyaki, is it? Yeah. Looks nice, right? Yeah, I also want. Yeah, I also want. But yeah, someone has to pay for it. Ramen, yes. Then ramen, there's different type. You have the tonkotsu, you have the shoyu, you have there's another one I just found out. There's a fish-based one. I never knew about it until much later. Okay? You cannot hear. Why you cannot hear? But the rest can hear me, right? You can hear, right? Yeah, you like plain ramen. I like mine with a bit of strong taste to it. So yeah, tonkotsu for me. Will I be under your bid if you don't buy me ramen? I don't understand. What does that even mean? No, today no Kahoot, Vicky. We are Kahootless today. Yeah, Takagi is not bad. I mean, the super lucky at North Point is also not bad. You have a few others lah, but yeah. Which ones are nicer? I cannot recall. But yeah. Okay. What is please be under my bed? Hey, is that some new brain rot words or something like that? Okay, I don't understand. Okay, come, let's continue. So let's look at the main passage. Let's ignore the pictures. I know, although, yeah, the picture is very nice, but yeah. Okay, now, he will be under my bed. So like he's going to be some monster, literally, yeah. That'll be interesting. So when let me be in Japan, I don't buy you ramen, then automatically you appear in Japan for free, okay? But then you have to answer to customs when, you know, they catch you without your passport or something. Okay? You just betrayed by your friend, poor thing. Okay, come. Now let's see. So here they say here Sunday, 11th March, 10:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Right? And then the atrium of United Plaza. So the atrium is like this open space, right? So like you go to the shopping mall, sometimes there's this open space, and sometimes they will have like events there, or they have like stores set up there or something like that. Okay? So atrium, think of it is like the big open space, okay, where they can set up stores and things like that. Okay, now then this atrium of the United Plaza will play host to a whole range of different foods from the land of the rising sun. Now, for those of you who don't know, land of the rising sun, this is a phrase that refers to, do you know where? Do you know where does the land of the rising sun refers to? I mean, you all should know lah, based on the context anyway. Alright, so yeah, this refers to, no, not Singapore. Singapore is usually, they refer to us as the garden city or the fine country, you know. Yeah, Japan. So land of the rising sun usually refers to Japan, okay? Well, just know that for fun. I mean, not for fun, but yeah, sometimes we do refer it as that, okay? You wish it was snowing in Singapore. If it was snowing in Singapore, I think then we'll be in big trouble, because the global warming situation probably is going to be very, very bad. Okay. Then let me see. Yeah. There used to be Snow City, but it's gone. So I don't know where else there's, you know, artificial snow or something in Singapore. So well, don't have lah. Okay. Now yeah, let's move on. As you know, sometimes they can be typing it wrongly, but anyway, yeah, the Japanese Food Festival. So the name of this Japanese Food Festival, JFF, right? That sounds like the Anime Fest, right? The AF or something like that, right? AFS, right? Then after that, offers a vibrant array of flavors, from delicate sushi to and savory ramen to crispy tempura and sweet mochi. Are you hungry already lah? Okay. Now anyway, yeah. So basically, this is just telling you that there's a wide variety, wide array, a vibrant array, wide variety of food. Now, all expertly crafted to delight the senses with every bite, right? So just this basically just tells you that this is, well, very, what's the word? Delicious. Okay, so I mean, that's just, well, I mean, it's like show not tell and things like that, right? Okay, yeah, sashimi. Although I'm not a fan of sashimi, I don't like to eat raw stuff. Okay, but yeah, I mean, it's luxurious stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay, now, then after that, well, you get to eat in or take away, right? So basically, well, eat in, you just eat there. So probably there's some tables or benches there for you to eat at. And then, of course, take away, you, well, pack at home. Okay, now, so come and try out the most delicious cuisine from all over Japan, right? So yeah, then there's this lucky draw. Then lucky draw, 5 lucky diners will walk away with a pair of air tickets each to Hokkaido. Wow, nice. I want to go Hokkaido too. Then they will snow there, right? I mean, generally lah. Right? Then after that, simply spend more than $20 in a single receipt. So if you, can you combine receipts basically? In this case, can you combine receipts? They said single receipt, so are you allowed to combine receipts? Well, yeah, you can't, right? So that is the condition. So given that this is a condition, well, it is probably important to have it written down, right? If they ask for it, well, but probably they'll ask for it. Okay, yeah, good. So you all are aware, right? Now, at any food stores in our Japanese food festival to qualify, right? So you just have to spend $20. But then again, $20 means quite expensive, you know. I mean, imagine like a bowl of ramen, maybe typically $12, $13, right? Then you still have to buy, I don't know, the karaage with it. Then I don't know, with ramen, what else goes with it? Maybe gyoza, and then after maybe a drink to make it $20. So yeah, well, it's quite a lot. I generally don't spend so much on meals, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, anyway, no, you cannot stapler 2 receipts together to become one. It doesn't work that way. So on the receipt, when it's printed there, total, it has to be $20 and more, right? Then you qualify. If it's like $19.90, cannot. Okay, because they say it must be $20, right? So rules are rules. Anyway, Singapore is a stickler for rules, right? So like they say, you must follow the law. Okay. So anyway, now then let's look at what this boy says, and then he says Pauline. So well, obviously this girl here is called Pauline, right? Let's see. Okay, so Pauline, can you glue? Well, you cannot staple, you cannot glue. I say it has to be on the same receipt. That's how it works. Okay, just because you put them together, it does not count for anything. Okay, and the adults will probably be quite angry if you try to do something funny like that. Okay, right now, so Pauline, right? Then after that, look at this flyer, right? So he's referring to this flyer on top. Okay, now a Japanese food festival, right? Now we can go and taste the delicious foods from Japan, right? So even if you don't know what this supposed land of the rising sun is, based on context, you should be able to tell that this is essentially Japan here, right? Now, what's more, there's a lucky draw, right? So there's a lucky draw, right? So not only do we get to eat delicious Japanese food, which I must say subjectively tastes better than Korean food. I mean, Korean food basically is everything is preserved, right? Kimchi preserved, there whatever thing also preserved this, preserved that. Okay, sorry, yeah. I don't really like Korea, so yeah. Anyway, there's a lucky draw which adds on to well, the reason why you should go. Okay, now then after he say, hey, that sounds like fun, Paul. So well, this boy is obviously called Paul, right? So Paul, Pauline, right? And then why don't we invite our cousin Jimmy? Why is he called Jimmy? I mean, they're Paul, Pauline. Maybe next time I should come up with a different name. Paul, Pauline, and what's the other one that starts with P? Peter. Okay? Okay, so yeah, anyway, yeah, so let's ask Jimmy along. He loves all kinds of cuisine, right? So he loves all kinds of cuisine and has been longing to visit. They will want to invite their cousin along, right? Because, yeah. Oh, you all know who Peter Pan is? No, like if I want to use Patrick, I'll use together with Bob, right? Patrick and Bob go together. I'm Leggy, really? Are you from Batok? Because when see you, you make my hand go batok batok. Wow, that's a nice pickup line. So is it the one where if you are a triangle, you are a cute one? Is it? But then have you all learned triangles yet? Yeah, anyway. Okay, good. So I hope you get the joke. Jimmy Neutron. Oh yeah, Jimmy Neutron, yeah, idea. Okay, can. Anyway, yeah, so that's the context that we have here. I hope you understand the context, right? So yeah, there is basically lucky draw and then this Japanese food fair. By the way, these things are real. Let me just switch over. Then do you see? So this one happened at Isetan. Okay, my pen cannot work here because this is a browser. Yeah, but Isetan. And this was in January. Wait, this one is the November. I remember January or somewhere they have one. But anyway, they do. You see, then they have this Momiji. So Momiji basically refers to the autumn leaves. There you can see the maple leaves there, right? Is that maple leaves? I think so. Yeah, but yeah, that's the Momiji, right? So the Matsuri basically is refers to festival. This was Isetan. This was November last year. So if they have maybe somewhere around this time next year. So this one is in next. Next, is it? Yeah, next. Right? So yeah, wait for it. They will have this every year, I think. Right? Unless Isetan closes down. But yeah. No, I'm not from Japan, but I was in Japan before. Okay? I worked in Japan before. Yeah, this one is in Serangoon. So you get to try. So then you get to try like this one. Ooh, what is this? Ijima Shoten, right? They sell soft grilled squid and boiled scallop. Wow, $9.50 for 100 grams. Then you have this prawn. This prawn doesn't look that fantastic, but yeah. Oh, there you go. Rubicon fried chicken karaage. Wow, like not bad, right? And then, yeah, what else do they have? Oh, what is this? Hokkaido potato fries. Oh, like very big, the potato, like wedges like that. Oh, wow. Unagi, my favorite. Where? So, unagi rice bowl, $17. Taka. But yeah, I mean, that's the standard price. Then they have their tamago there. Right? So, the egg is there. Yeah. Then, what is this? Preparing crepe, is it? Oh, nice. Apple crepes. Right? There you go. Looks not bad. Better than your what's that? The McDonald's apple pie and whatever. But yeah, oh, then you have your, what's this? Bashodo Honzukuri's Warabi Mochi. So it's mochi lah, basically. But looks wasabi, so I don't like. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, basically, you see, they have these foods, festival. Oh, got donuts on sugar. Okay, this one too sinful already. This one can get diabetes. Better not. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, you hungry? I also hungry. I haven't had my dinner. You had your dinner. See? Then got yeah, no more. Okay, so yeah. So but anyway, yeah, you can look forward to this. So this one was from in November, right? Oh, unfortunately, it's non-halal certified. So for our Muslim friends, yeah, be careful. Probably it's, well, non-halal generally, right? But yeah, I mean, if you are not that strict, then yeah, maybe possible. But yeah, anyway, at next, so yeah, no, I'm not a picky eater, but some things I cannot. Okay, generally I eat most stuff. Okay, right. Come. So let's go back to the question. But yeah, basically the idea is that these food festivals, they do exist. Okay, so they are there, right? And so yeah, it is normal if you want to invite someone along. You can't be halal. You're not some certification. Basically, you mean you're not Muslim, right? Okay, but yeah. So yeah, let's look at the question. Right, and so just now, what's his or her name? Aston Villa or something like that. Somehow I associate you with that soccer team. You know, Ash who? Cannot recall the name. Are you still even here? Right. So as usual, right, with any astronovelite, right? So yeah, with any of our writing, generally first thing we have to look at is of course our PAC, right? So maybe I bring it down a bit. So our PAC. So right, since most of you here are going to be regulars, or you already are regulars, can anyone tell me who is the, well, let's do it the easy one. Who is the audience? Who's the audience here? Who's the audience we are writing to? Oh, there, Foxy is online. Let's start with audience. Audience easier. Right, audience is Jimmy, right? So let's go with Jimmy. And Jimmy is our who in relation to, well, imagine you are Pauline, right? So Jimmy is considered your, in this case, they written here, your cousin Jimmy. So this is audience. Right, now because you are writing to your cousin Jimmy, okay, therefore, what sort of, well, email is this going to be based on the audience? Yeah, he's your cousin. So therefore, what sort of writing will this be? This will be considered, well, formal or informal? Right, definitely, right? Because you're writing to friends and family members, this will be an informal piece of writing, so informal email. Okay, because they state here email. Now, good. So now who can tell me what is the purpose of writing? So what is our P here? Let's change the color. What is our purpose of writing? What is the purpose? Mr. Beast is called Jimmy. I didn't know that. That is a boring name, right? Yeah, very good. Capybara lover. Dinosaur raw. Okay, right. So yeah, is to invite him to the food festival, right? So this is the purpose, to invite your cousin Jimmy. Very good. Fantastic. Good job. Full marks, 10 marks. I'll give you 2 hearts. Okay, right. Then after that, now what is the context here? So can anyone tell me what's the context? So the other C, context. What does context here refers to? What's the context here? You're all regulars already. You all know the game. Come on. Can't see the top. Oh really? Chotomate. I put it down a bit. Can I? So yeah, because I can't seem to start a live on my side, so I can't exactly view what's going on. Let me try again. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, what is the purpose? Yes. Oh, sorry, what's the context? Context here is that there is this Japanese food festival. So this here is our context, right? And so the idea is that you're going to invite this cousin to the food festival, right? So okay, in essence, that is basically the context that we have. Okay. Now, so good. My likes. Oh, 7,800. Okay. Kamsahamnida. Thank you very much. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. Yeah. Now, so anyway, Now let's go to the questions per se. Let's look at the content. So yes, like Ashton, I keep calling you Ashton. You remind me of my student. But it's not Ashton, right? It's astronovolite. Yeah, astronovolite. So for astronovolite, well, like he mentioned, we will have 6 content points. So let's look out for the 6 content points. So when is one, and then here at the other one is where, right? So when and where, right? So that's our 2 points already, right? And then of course, the next one that we have, well, in essence is basically the 2 reasons. So 3 and 4. So 2 reasons why Jimmy might be interested, right? And so they did tell us about Jimmy. And so we will somewhat know why Jimmy is, well, interested in visiting, right? Okay, so yeah. When your teacher was explaining PAC, we use a way to remember it because, yeah, Pac-Man. I mean, yeah, if you know Pac-Man, but I mean, it's PAC not that difficult. Anyway, PAC, you should remember because, like I said before, you will be using it even when you go to your secondary school. Okay, right? Now, anyway, let's move on. Then you have what Jimmy must do to qualify. So this is point number 5. Hey, okay, chill. We haven't gone that fast ahead. Okay, Foxy, chill. Okay, now, then of course, the last one you have here, how you can do your part for the environment during the festival. So this is the underlined one, and this underlined one is the one where you must, well, make an educated guess, infer based on context, right? So based on context, you know, what could it be, right? So we got 6 points here, right? So for revision purposes, right, because astronovalites, right, he mentioned some of it, but he didn't mention everything. So for completeness sake, let me mention the full portions here, right? So when you write, there will be 5 parts, right? So let's label our 5 parts, okay? Now, so for the 5 parts, the first one, anyone? What's the first part? Come on, easy peasy. Anyone? What's the first part? Anyone? Okay, I help you. The first one starts with S, right? This is your salutation, right? Basically, this is your dear whoever, right? This is the first part. The second part will be your introduction, right? And so in this introduction, basically, this is where you state your purpose, right? So your first one, the first PAC, right? Of course, your this salutation is in essence the audience, dear whoever, right? Now what's the next part? What's the next part? So you have salutation, you have introduction, and then what's the next part? Next part will be, anyone? What's the next part? What's the next major part we must have? No, we're not talking about the points, okay? Okay, we're not talking about the 6 major points yet. Yes, we know it's informal context, not the context, but the body. So in this body, this is likely where you'll find your content points. Of course, sometimes we can mention some of the content points in the introduction. Sometimes we'll mention it in the polite ending, which, well, a bit rarer. Okay, but yeah. Yes, we know it's informal context. Yes, ABC, what can I do for you? Conclusion. Right. So the conclusion is what we'll call here the polite ending. Yes. So yeah, some people call this the conclusion, right? And so this is the part where it's varied from situation writing to situation writing. So this is where we test how well much you know about this, okay, piece of writing based on context. So this is where again context comes back into play. And the last part that we have here, okay, bye JJ Power, enjoy your tuition. The last part that we have here is in essence the signing off or the sign off. So this is where you write your yours, well, whatever, yours sincerely or yours faithfully, depending on the context. Okay? Right. Okay, so now, so just again to be clear, these are your 5 parts that we have here, and of course along with our PAC, right? So the PAC is separate from this. Okay, so PAC is just a way for you to identify the text and then after make sense of it. Okay, right. So without further ado, shall we, oh, I don't think you can see this part. Yeah, shall we start the writing? Okay, you're gonna hear me roar. So we have Katy Perry here, is it? Okay. Cheers can, okay, because this is informal, you can use cheers as your sign off. But like I always tell my students, I'm too lazy to remember new words, so I'll generally either choose yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't, but you can use cheers because this is informal. If you want love, will also work too. For those of you who be like, I don't want to write so much, 4 letters is better than 5 or 6 letters or more than that. Okay, so yeah, that will work too. Okay, right. So right, let's get down to writing this piece of situational writing. So how shall we start? Anyone, any ideas? How can we start based on what you all have learned? So how do we start? Yeah, dear Jimmy, right? Because you're writing to Jimmy. Of course, I hope when you write, you actually write in caps, yeah? As in the first part. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, let me make the font size bigger because I remember you have difficulty seeing, right? So let's make it to, I don't know, 20, but 20 will be quite big. I think it will overshoot some of the lines, but I guess you all can deal with that, right? So yeah, dear, big enough? Can? Are the letters big enough? Okay? Yes or no? Okay, is that a no? Okay, yes, can. Okay, right. Right, so yeah, so let's go with dear, and then who are we writing to? We're writing to our cousin, right? And in this case, the cousin's name is Jimmy Neutron, but we're not going to mention Neutron. Okay, maybe we'll call him Proton, but never mind. Okay, but yeah, Jimmy, right? So dear Jimmy, right? Then we go down to the next line. Wait, maybe I shouldn't, but yeah. So we go down to the next line, and in the next line, right? Basically, oh wait, what happened? It disappeared. Right, so dear Jimmy, and then how do we show that this is what do you call that? Informal writing. How do we show that this is informal writing? Maybe I can move this up a bit. Yeah. So, yeah, it's supposed to be Jimmy, I'm sorry. The keyboard, virtual keyboard not working. I should ask for physical one, right? Yeah, 1 comma. Right. So, then how do we start the informal writing? The live will end at around 8 o'clock. Okay, it's 1 hour. I give you a sneak preview first. Soon you'll become 3 hours. Okay, but yeah. Right. How are you? Right, so how are you? Right, so the universal 3 words that you need to show that this is an informal piece of writing. Right, of course you can write more like how have you been, and then you can continue with I'm fine and whatever. Right, so yeah, basically this is the way to start an informal letter, and basically this is all you need, right? For the purposes of your exam, you just need this, and it is clear signal to the examiner that you know this is informal, right? And so that's fine. Okay, right, then we move on. Right, how is your project? I mean, you could write how is your project, but that's we're gonna assume that there was some discussion between you and him about some other project, but let's not make things complicated. Okay, so let's ignore the part about the project. So let's jump straight in, right? And so you need to tell us about the purpose of writing, right? And so for some of you, in your schools, they will probably teach you to write about what context by giving background, right? So for those of you who have such a school, let's go along with that this time, right? So let's mention a little bit about context. And so what was the context? So basically that Paul and I, right, what did y'all do? Y'all came across a poster, right? And because you came across a poster, it was, well, in a sense, you didn't expect to come, you didn't expect to see it. So basically, this is what we'll call chanced upon, right? So new vocab words if you don't already know, right? You chance upon something, okay? So that means you stumble upon it accidentally. It wasn't planned. You didn't actually know about it in that sense, right? So chanced upon, okay? So chanced upon what? What do you chance upon? Basically a poster, right? About Japanese food festival, right? So we'll write the names in the JFF in capital because that is the name and it's in capital, right? Okay, so yeah, about this Japanese food festival. And then here, I think I would just like to mention the first point, or rather the second point, which is the venue, right? And so of course I could mention the time as well, but I want to be a bit more naughty here. I don't want to write everything there, right? So I'll just write happening where. So I'll write the venue first. Oh, chotomate. Okay, happening where? So I mentioned the venue, right? So happening at the atrium, right, of United Plaza, right? So we mentioned this, right? So this is basically the second point, which is the venue. Okay, so based on that venue, right? And then we continue with the purpose. And would like to invite you to join us there, right? So basically your second part here, right? This, let me get the pen color out. So this second part here is basically your purpose of writing, right? The purpose. And here, this atrium of United Plaza is in essence point number 2, right? So if you recall, right, you just refer back, it's point number 2. Technically speaking, I could put in the first point as well, which is the date, right? I mean, normally you should, that will make more sense, right? And so, but here I just want to be a bit naughty lah. So let's not write it there, okay? But yeah, so let's try. Then we move on. Okay, so far so good. What happened? Am I at home? Yeah, I'm at home. But next time I'll no longer be at home. I'm very sad. Okay, but yeah, let's move on. Oh, what's this? Okay, I have to do the space bar one by one. Annoying like Apple. Okay, anyway, you had compo assessment today. Oh, what was the topic for the compo? But anyway, yeah. Let's move on. So let's a second chance. Oh, I mean, luckily it's not a prelim topic. So the second chance, right? It's a bit difficult to write. In the sense where you must first state that you failed, right? So the story can happen 2 ways. Number one, you have to bring us through the whole thing whereby there was this context, you failed, and then because of that you failed, you were given a second chance, and then you try to make amends. That is going to be quite a long story. The second one is at the beginning, you just briefly explain what was the context and why you failed. And then from there, you focus most of your energy on this second chance that was given to you. And from this second chance, how you, well, make things, you made amends and make things better. Okay, but yeah, so depending on the pictures, right? So yeah, the better one to write is the second one because it gives you more time to focus on just one part of the story. And so that's where you can bring the characters to life better. Okay, but anyway, North Vista. Is North Vista like in, I don't know, in the, like North, or is it like in Buona Vista? Okay, but yeah. Taek Gi. Oh, I know, Taek Gi is in Ang Mo Kio, right? Where I think your former Prime Minister used to be that at? Right, Sengkang. Oh, Sengkang. Many people stay Sengkang. Mona Lisa. Got Mona Lisa Primary School. Not bad. MLPS. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So, the festival, right? So we're going to talk about the festival, right? We're going to mention the first part, which is the time, right? So it asks us the date. So they're asking us the date. We can just mention the date. Teacher Jolene. I mean, I know a few Jolines, but yeah, I don't know if it's the same teacher Jolene you're referring to, but yes, maybe. Okay, but anyway, you're from HIPS. What's HIPS? That sounds like some interesting place. What's HIPS? Henry Park is HPPS. What's HIPS? I don't know, but yeah. Or A grader. Yeah, then I think I know teacher Jolene. Yes, I know teacher Jodie. Yes. Okay, but anyway, let's move on. The festival will take place. Well, they teach you, is it, or you take their classes, right? They take place on when? So it take place on the 11th of March, right? 11th of March. Although they only ask for date, but for completeness sake, I shall mention the time, right? So from 10:30 a.m. to what time was it? 8:30, right? So yeah, 8:30 p.m. right? So this take place from this date and time. Oh, Jurong West Primary School. Ah, nice. Okay, right? Yeah. Oh, Holy Innocents Primary School. Oh, that school not bad, what? JPS, Jurong Point School. Is it? Got Jurong Point School or not? Then every day go to shopping center, then go Jurong Point and then party, right? Best primary school. Or Jiemin. Or Jiemin is JPS. Okay. Hey, wait, Jiemin is the... No, I can't remember. But yeah, anyway. Yishun, is it? A grader primary school. If there was A grader primary school, then there'll be a problem already. Then we cannot open tuition center. But yeah, and the government will never call it A grader primary school. Then myself, call it something else. Okay, but yeah. Then people ask, why no B grader or C grader primary school? What you need Holy Innocent good? What you mean? I mean, it's supposedly one of the better schools, right? I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, what do you mean they cheat? Okay, that one I cannot say, the soccer match and everything. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so we mentioned the date, right? Like I said, the time is not necessary, but I just put it in there for completeness sake, right? And then so we mentioned the time, right? So, and this is another invite, right? Shall we, right, have lunch together at 12:30 p.m. Now, strictly speaking, I don't need to mention this portion because they didn't ask us to, invite him in terms of and give a time, right? But for this is to reiterate the purpose of like the invitation to invite him, right? So we're going to sound inviting. So this is part of this the context where you invite him, and so the purpose of inviting him is again emphasized. Okay. Now, so hi Lynette, Davian, is it? You envy me. Why you envy me? You're amazing. Oh, thank you very much. You're amazing too. Don't worry. What I'll say is this. When I was a student, I was also some blur student. I wasn't like some fantastic student. But then as you grow older, just be a bit more intelligent. Don't join the silly people do silly things. But unfortunately with social media, that is quite hard. But yeah. So you do your best. We do our best in our own capacities. You be the best version of you, and that's good enough already, okay? So don't worry. Okay? Yeah, everyone is amazing. You have your own strengths, and everyone has their own weaknesses as well, right? We are all people. We are all humans. Okay, come. Let's move on. So, shall we have lunch together at 12:30 p.m., right? So now we're going to mention the part about 2 reasons why he will want to come, right? So you will definitely, right, want to join us since you will get to taste a myriad, right? So, wait, I got it wrongly. Myriad, right? So, myriad is basically a nice bombastic word to tell you a large variety of food, right? So, this is a nice word that you can use. It will help you with your what do you call that? Your writing. Why 9 upon 10? 10 upon 10 please. 11 upon 10, more better, okay? Who from Xishan? Wow, Xishan ah. Why so many of you from the north ah? Bombastic ah. Mr. Bombastic, semi-fantastic. Is it? Okay, but anyway, yeah. Get a taste of a myriad of right, Japanese. Wait, chotomate, cannot spell. Cuisine, right? Cuisine. Right, so Japanese cuisine, right? So we're not going to mention the whole list of items. It's a waste of time, right? We don't need that from for situation writing, and they didn't ask us for like examples of food that's there, right? So we don't want to waste time. We want more time for the continuous writing. 1,000 for 10. Thank you very much. I'll give you many hearts. Right? I'll give you my 11k likes. Okay. Okay. Right. Speak in English. I am. Otherwise, what language am I speaking in? Okay. But anyway, yeah. So now at the same time, so I'm going to mention the second reason why he would want to join, right? So we're going to talk about the lucky draw, right? You will get to qualify for a lucky draw, right? That can win you. Is it a pair of air tickets? It's basically an air ticket, right? Is it a pair? Wait, chotomate. Win a pair. Yeah. Win a pair. Correct. Okay, you can win a pair of air tickets and to Hokkaido. Hokkaido, いいね, Hokkaido. 行きたいわ. Right? Then if you spend, so we're going to mention the condition, if you spend more than was it $20? Where's my dollar sign? There. $20 in a single receipt. Okay? Yeah. Then we full stop. Okay? Right. Tokyo better. Tokyo, the only thing I like is Akihabara. Beyond that is like boring. I prefer Osaka, but Hokkaido, nice place if you like to drive, more nature spots. So depends on what you like. Could allow you to potentially win. I mean, you could potentially win, but you will get to qualify for lucky draw. Essentially, it's the same thing, so that's fine. Okay? You could win the pair of tickets, but it will qualify you that can win. So the idea is that you can qualify, and then you could possibly win, right? But yeah, if you want to write that one where you say you could possibly win, that will be fine. Okay? So yeah, we have that $20 in a single receipt, right? And then what else, right? So so you want to again make it inviting, to make it sound like there are more chances. So you can say, for example, right, we can try out different stalls, or maybe we can try out food from different stalls, right? Then after that, allowing us, or rather allowing each of us to have a chance edit, right? I don't want to keep repeating, to win the pair of tickets to Japan or whatever, right? So yeah, so like, you know, you go to store A, maybe you go to the sushi store, you buy $20. Then I go to the ramen store, I buy $20 worth of food. Then then Paul goes to the, I don't know, unagi store and buy $20 worth of unagi don. Then we all get to try different foods. Then at the same time, we get 3 chances to go to win at the lucky draw to go win the tickets to Japan. You see, more better, right? So yeah, so I mean, in the sense, so this is the part where you're trying to convince him, right, to be more inviting for this person to go, right? So yeah, okay, and then you notice that we have the exclamation mark here, right, and to show that sort of excitement, right? Now, if I want, right, if you notice, we call this you, I can replace this you will with a contraction and make this you'll, right? Which will make this a contraction, and you need contractions, and you should probably have at least 1 contraction when you do informal writing. That will be good. Okay? What does bombastic mean in English term? Well, bombastic is well, informal language. Is it slang? Maybe slang, cannot recall. But just to say it's big. Okay? Now, yeah. Okay? And then, yeah. so we are done with this. So after that, so again, we want to be inviting and say, so what do you think? Or I mean, if you don't want to, you could just say that you want to be more direct, we could go with would you like to join us? So this will be more direct than just now the other one I wrote, like what do you think, right? So what do you think is like asking for opinion. Well, so we want to reiterate the purpose of inviting him again, and so therefore we just go with would you like to join us, right? So again, you are inviting, right? So there are like three parts here. So number one, we had the, let me see, you had the invite here, right? Then at the same time, you have one more time, shall we join for lunch? And then after that, would you like to join us? So I'm making the request to join, the invitation. I'm reiterating it, and so therefore I'm showing the examiner that, okay, I know what the context is about, and it is to join, invite this cousin Jimmy Neutron to join us for Japanese food, right? Okay, so yeah, and then yeah, okay, good. So now let's move on to the next part. And so the next part, I'll move up here. Okay, so we have the polite ending. So what do you all think will be a good polite ending? Any suggestions? What will be a good polite ending? Anyone? Other than you, the citizens of Skibidi. Right. What is a good polite ending? Well, see you soon could work, but it's a bit too, well, indirect, right? Because you want to invite the person to join, right? When you say see you soon, you are assuming that this person has already agreed to join, but that's not the case, right? So you want to be, well, confirming, or, well, again, reiterating the purpose of joining, right? So yeah, I look forward to the response is very formal. Okay, so Pistachio Bu. That's an interesting name, but yeah. So no, probably not, because that's very formal. Would you marry me is totally out of context. Okay, so no, I don't want to marry you. But yeah, thanks for asking. I hope I didn't break your heart. Looking forward to see you there. That works. Looking forward to see you there is a good one. What, good luck and I'll see you at the food festival. You don't need the word good luck. Then it'd probably be like, hope I'll see you at the Japanese food festival. But then again, you are like, you know, I hope to see you there. In essence, that's the idea. So yeah. Okay, yes, I hope I'll see you there. That will be great. Okay, so yeah, so well, I'll give it another spin at it. So basically, all right, do let me know, right? So I'm asking for some acknowledgement, right? If you can join us, right? So us as in Paul and Pauline, right? So you are Pauline, so I as in Pauline, right? So, and then I'll just reiterate the date on 11th March. So if you want, you could state the time 12:30 p.m. because that's what you agreed upon, but well, probably not needed, right? And then now what do we need here? So what's the last part? What's the last part that y'all will have here? Anyone? Best wishes is fine because this is informal. Okay, so what else other than best wishes? No, salutation is the front part. The salutation is the dear whoever. Yes, sign off. Correct. Good. This is the sign off. Okay, so what about the sign off we can have? You can have, yes, best wishes. Cheers, that works. What else can we have? There's no choose. Yes, love will work. Yeah, cheers. Yours sincerely, definitely, right? So I am old school. I will go with yours sincerely, right? Comma, right? And then we write our name here. So you are to imagine you're Pauline. No, not yours faithfully, please. Yours faithfully is for context where you don't know the person or you don't know the person's name. But here you know he's Jimmy Neutron. So you have to mention yours sincerely. If he yours faithfully, he will turn you into a neutron. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yours sincerely. Well, yours truly will work too. Although that's right, yeah. Okay, yours sincerely. What's your name? Pauline. Okay. So, right, if we were to look, let me try to see if I can squeeze all of this into, can this fit your screen? Right, so let's look at this again. So let's identify the points. So we have, here we already mentioned number 2, right, which is the atrium. And then we mentioned on March, right, so this is point number 1, right, the when it happens, right? Right. So then after that, we have the third reason why you want to join us. So because you get to taste the myriad of Japanese food because he likes the food, right? And then he gets to qualify for lucky draw, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have to look for 0.5. And what's 0.5? 0.5 is what he has to do for the lucky draw to qualify, right? So he has to spend the $20 in a single receipt. Now, then what's 0.6? 0.6 is how can you do your part for the environment during the festival. And then, aha, you realize it's not there. So what is the moral of the story here? The moral of the story is you must check your work. Okay? So let's go back and add point number 6, right? So yes, I think someone managed to catch it that point number 6 is missing. So now what can we do to do our part? So given the context here, what can we do to do our part for environment, right? So in order to do our part for environment, it's probably something to do with, because food festival, right? Probably the packaging, right? So what can we do? Anyone, any ideas? What can we do to do our part for the environment, right? So what we can do is we can continue from bottom here. So what can we do? Anyone, any ideas? What can we do? Your teacher quitting. Oh, poor thing. Well, hope the teacher is better off. But anyway, yes. What can we do to do our part for the environment? Given this context here. Oh, teacher Georgina. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I hope you have just as good a teacher as her. Okay, but anyway. Okay, too much info, never mind. Okay, anyway. So what can we do? Right? So, about the part for the do our part for environment. So that point number 6 is missing. So what? Anyone, any ideas? What is P6 class before mine? Oh, okay. Anyway, what's CR7? Okay, so anyway, anyone, any ideas? What can we do to show our part, to play our part for the environment? Right? I don't watch soccer, so I prefer Michael Jordan. Hey, hello, answer my question. Where is the part about what can you do to eat in? Okay, yes, to eat in, but then eat in what else? Correct. What else are there in eat in? No, I don't want to say toilet words. Thank you very much. Okay, yes. What else? So when you eat in, what else can you do? Eat in besides eating in. Because you see, eating in, I give you all the plastic containers. Then what? Yeah, you can don't litter. So what else can you do? Hey, your school, you mean in the many years in school, your school never gave you things like those reusable utensils, like those fork and spoon. Yeah, bring your own cutlery, that's one. You can also bring your own container, right? So you can ask them, put the food in my container. Then you make sure you bring a super big one, right? Then you give them, then you give you a small portion, yeah. But anyway, bring your own utensils. Yeah, that's one, right? Bring your own cutlery. Bring your own container so they can put the food in the container and they don't have to use the recycle, the plastic containers, right? So yeah, and so, right, you say, let's, right, so we shall use a contraction here as well. So let's, oh, where's my S? Right, so let's bring our own food containers, right, and cutlery, right, to do our part for the environment. Okay? Right, so that is therefore our point number 6. Bring our own food containers and cutlery, right? So you can see how important it is to check your work, right? At the same time, you're supposed to check for grammar as well, right? But here we are fine, right? Yeah, okay? So, once again, I don't know if this whole thing will fit your phone screen, right? Just to reiterate the point, right? So number 1, this Dear Jimmy is our salutation, right? And number 2 here we have our introduction, right? Which includes the purpose, right? Make smaller. Make what smaller? Like the font size, that time you all say too small. So now this is too big, is it? Smaller, what is smaller? What thing smaller? Oh, this, wait, choto mate. Like that? Like that? Is this more better? Hey, I'm sorry, I cannot, my side here, I cannot view, I cannot get a preview of what I'm doing. Yeah, so I can't see what I'm doing. It's annoying. They're asking me to whatever. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, okay, is this better? I hope it's better. Okay, scroll up a little bit up here. Wait, let me move this bar away. Choto mate. Yes, can? Cannot. Phone 1% go and charge. Okay, so down a bit. Yeah, like that. Can? Is this better? Okay. Now, right. So, first one is the salutation. Second one is the body. Yeah, I teach at Yishun. Okay, North Point. Then after that, we have the body here. Right. So we have number 3 here, body. Right now, and if you recall, like I said, our content points by right, they will be good if it's in the body. But like in this case here, you notice for this portion here, I had point number 2 in the introduction, which is fine. As long as it is there, it is fine. Right? So we have body, you notice you have content point number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, and then 6, which we found out through checking. Okay? So the moral story is, please check your work. Oh, sorry, the body is longer than that because there's new paragraph. Right? So body here. Right? Then we have the next point. Point number 4 here, which is your sign wrong. This is the polite ending. Okay, and number 5, the 5 body parts here, this is your sign off. Okay, so yeah, please take note of your 5 parts. Okay, oh, you go to North Point for 8th grader, that's nice. Maybe I'll see you one day. I don't even know if I see you, but yeah, if you see me, then say hi, okay? Yeah, so we have all of these here. Okay, so if you have any questions about this, please ask. Do take note that we have the next live tomorrow. That's for secondary math, and you can join our lessons. Now is my time for shameless self-advertising, right? So online class, right? You can join my class, which is on Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. You should be awake by then. Then we will definitely go through continuous writing, and we'll have enough time to go through proper writing, because here on TikTok I only have 1 hour. I can't do continuous writing, okay? So yeah, join our lessons. If you already want, if you also want, there's also the English, the math, the science for P5 and 6, and then for secondary we have math. Well, you can join us, okay? You will not be able to see me. Oh, okay, well, it's okay, never mind. But if you are around, say hi. Okay, so yeah, please join in for our classes, and if not, well, we'll be happy to see you, like I said, soon. Next time, I think the live will be 3 hours long, but yeah. Okay, so yes, do join us for our lessons. Okay, but yeah, we are done for the day. If you have questions, you can stay back and ask. Otherwise, see you. Have a nice day. Enjoy your dinner if you have not had any. And then yeah, have good Japanese food. Okay? The name for Pauline, the Pauline name is down here, right? Yours sincerely, Pauline, right? We already signed out with Pauline below. Okay? No, it's informal. We're writing to Jimmy, our cousin, right? So if you missed out, anyway, you can download the worksheet. It's in our bio above. I don't know where's the bio, left or right or whatever, but yeah. Like, share, subscribe, and of course sign up for our lessons. More important, the like, share, subscribe, good, but I mean sign up for the lessons, right? So yeah, if it's informal, don't put surname. Yes, no surname. That's why there's no surname here. Okay? Yes, you're right. Okay? Questions, anyone? Alright, okay, if don't have, take care. I'll see you all again next time. Anyway, we have a live tomorrow. See you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Have a nice day. Bye. And thanks for the company. Bye-bye. Bye.